Hello from the future. Welcome to today's video. Today I'm taking a look at the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin. Now online it says beautiful skin, medium coverage, liquid foundation, hyaluronic acid, blah blah blah, but I think it's actually called Beautiful Skin, so thumbs up for that. But I'm coming to the future because there was something I forgot to mention. This is my finished look. If you're interested in seeing how I got there, give me a thumbs up, keep on watching. But for those of you who are new, I need to tell you a little bit about me and my skin. So what works on me or what doesn't work on me may or may not work on you. You can kind of figure it out from there. I am 59 years old. My skin right now, this time of year, it's kind of dry. It's just not producing any oils at all. It's not producing hyaluronic acid and collagen and elastin and all the beautiful things that keep skin looking youthful and plump. My skin doesn't do so much anymore. You know, it happens. I apply a lot of these things to my face topically. But right now we're going through kind of a dry spell, and I feel actually dry, where I usually say I'm on the precipice of dry, but I'm not quite there. Right now I'm feeling a little bit dry, I have to admit. So just wanted to give you a little information about me first, again, so you could figure out if you're oily, what I have to say might not work for you. And let's get into the real beginning of this video and the whole thing. Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I'm super excited because new products are starting to come out. Yay! And our first product is going to be a Charlotte Tilbury foundation. This is what it looks like. I just, packaging is so like carnival-like. It screams at you. It says like it improves the skin 285%. We will ignore this kind of stuff because the marketing kind of doesn't sit well with me. But I will tell you what I saw on the Sephora website. This is called Beautiful Skin. 16 hours natural glow. So this is long wearing. Buildable medium coverage. It hydrates, smooths, and blurs the pores. All good things. All good things. And brightens the skin. So I went on the website because it wasn't available in store yet and tried to discern what color I might be. I am light, medium, and you know, this time of year, you know, very, very low on the medium, kind of light, but darker light because there are definitely people more light than I am. And my skin tone is actually yellow. You might be able to see a little bit of yellow right here, but it's very, very, very little yellow. And I have surface redness, but I am not rosy or pink in my skin tone. So I like to go for neutrals. She had something called light medium neutral. I thought, let me give it a go. I got this yesterday. I was supposed to get this on Saturday. Today is Tuesday. I got it yesterday at 3, and there's no sun out here in the back at 3, but I had to try it on, and I have to tell you guys, I really liked it. But because there was no light, I really couldn't tell if this was a good shade for me. So this is what it looks like. It comes in a squeezy tube, but it's a pump, and boom. That's one pump, and it's a little runny. But what's interesting about this is I applied it with my fingers yesterday, and it has a thickness to it. It's not like my Givenchy, my Reboot, or my Christian Dior. Reminds me a little bit of It Cosmetics CC cream. It's not as thick as that, and the It Cosmetics would never run. But I'm just going to not waste this and put it on my face. It has a thickness and slip at the same time. Yesterday I dispensed 2 pumps, and I just put it all over my face like I normally would. And it looked beautiful. I put it on around 3, and unfortunately, I hate to wash my face right before bed, but I didn't take it off until midnight. It was still there. it looked so pretty. So if that's all you need to know, you know, use my link below and buy it. But I'm going to try it with a brush because I know a lot of people use brushes. I think what I'll do is I'll do one side with finger, and you can just see how easy this is to put on. I did find I needed to be careful blending this because of the thickness about it around the lip. Otherwise it can look a little bad. And of course I haven't shaved my little mustache in quite some time. But it was something I really didn't notice until I looked into 10X. And color-wise, you guys, this is flippin' neutral. This is, yep, I wasn't sure. But this is neutral. So I have my skincare on. And I've let that sink in for a solid half hour. And that includes my sunscreen. And I'm always a little shiny when I start. But yesterday when I put this on, I had put on my skincare 3 hours prior at least. And I just sprayed it with rose water and glycerin. Just sprayed my face to get some hydration in there, but I didn't want to apply anything else. I still, you know what? I was going to do a brush, but now I just want to see how far this one pump will go. And we're, of course, going to put on some products on top to see how it works. But so far, there are absolutely no issues with my skincare products. There's no balling, there's no pilling. It's just easy peasy, not fussy at all. You know what I'm talking about. And just add a little bit at the cheeks where I have more redness. And I also wore this under my eyes. I didn't do concealer yesterday. So I'm just going to show you what that's like. Oh my God, I'm so thrilled because I've only tried one thing from Charlotte Tilbury before, and that was the Magic. It just wasn't good color. It was when I was just starting to get back into makeup and I was determined to find a foundation that wasn't too yellow. And I'm not saying that it was too yellow, but it was somehow just not right. And this is what it's like under the eyes. Not bad at all, but I think it'll crease. It's too emollient, I think, to be by itself. Like right here. But it gives me very, very nice coverage. This is so, so pretty, and I still have some left. Now I want to just show you, I want to compare this to the Lisa Eldridge, which one of the major problems I had with this is just not neutral, in my humble opinion. And when I swatched them together side by side last night, I felt that this one from Charlotte Tilbury was a little peach. Remember when you were a kid and you bought a 62 pack or 120 pack or whatever pack of crayons and they had a color called Flesh? It was peach. And that is what the Charlotte Tilbury is like, where this one is a Lisa Eldridge, and I hope you can see how flipping incredibly yellow it is, even though she had called it a neutral yellow, meaning she explained when it's a neutral color, it means it's not predominant. I would say it's extraordinarily predominant. So that's me. That's my skin tone. I feel like this suits my skin tone so well. It has evened out my redness and has a very natural look, but my forehead is super, super shiny. This is a glowy foundation. Fuchsias. So I think what I want to do is go in with a brush. I'll just pick up whatever's left here and we'll just, you know, add, even though I don't feel like I need to. I feel like one pump is going to do it for me. I'll kind of stamp it on because sometimes when you stretch out a foundation, you stretch it off of the area where you want it to be. And in my case, I want it to be on those cheeks, and that kind of, I don't know, it kind of does it for me. I don't feel like I need any more. I'm going to scoot up a little bit and move in so you can see what's going on. And teeniest bit right here. It's not even a pump. Because some foundations I find when you build them, it just looks like you didn't blend your foundation well. It doesn't build seamlessly. And I just wanted to see what's going on here. And we'll give it a minute because this has been on my face for a little bit and it's probably dried down to slightly different tones. So I can't tell if it builds well right off the bat. We have to wait for this to die down. Super, super pretty. And you know what? It kind of leaves me the same finish that the IT Cosmetics did. But it's not as thick. This is not scented at all. And one of the things I loved about the CC cream was that lemongrass kind of scent. I loved it. Usually I don't do powder on my face immediately afterwards because you can make a mess. It will look like a paste. You have to give this time to dry down before going in. So I think, you know, let's do a little cream blush and then we're going to do some powder blush and see what happens. This is my Clé de Peau in Peach. I love. But look at that coverage, you guys. It's giving me super good coverage without looking cakey. I will say last night I was looking in a 10x, which is more than this mirror here, and I had on my 200x glasses, and it looked like there was some settling right in here, but it's not something that you would see with the naked eye. It's kind of unfair for me even to mention it, but you know me. I like to just tell you all my observations, and you can make the decision. So this is seamlessly working with a cream blush, or in this case the Clé de Peau, which is a good performer for sure, but it just looks like a little blush from within. And now I thought we would go in with a powder blush as well. Pat McGrath. I will link the color below because I cannot read it, and see how powder works. This isn't a dark color, but it's working beautifully. There's no pulling at all. Just smooths on. Super freaking pretty, right? I think if you have very, very dry skin, you're gonna love this. Jamie Page and Alana Davidson, who don't watch me, they're gonna love it. I really, really, really think so. So I do want a powder, and even though I love the Kosas so much, I want to try it with my by Terry because it doesn't impart any color, and I feel like this is such a good match for me. I don't want to mess it up by using a powder that has tint to it. And let's see. I'll tell you, when I powdered this yesterday, it didn't do much. But I didn't use this powder. It didn't do much to calm down the shininess, but it is now. So this powder works well. The one I used yesterday is the Hakuhodo, which I've had for like 4 or 5 years and I never use. It's upstairs and I thought I should bring that downstairs. Because I don't think powders that are loose have a forever life to them. They have a long life. The powder goes on just smooth, just beautiful. And now my cheeks look absolutely poreless. I'm going to bring you in. Poreless. I look like a little porcelain doll. This is so pretty. I'm going to try my concealer and see what's going on. So usually, you guys, I do a 3-day wear test. But in this case, I wanted to get it up right away, and I did wear it yesterday. It's just I have no footage. I really, 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 really like this. My under eyes are super unhappy today. They're very crepey. Now, I don't know if that's the combination of putting this under my eye and then putting this over it, because, I'm going to go out on a limb and say, under the eyes with caution. I didn't notice it doing this yesterday, but as I said, it is very, very dry right now, so I actually could be dehydrated despite my best efforts to drink a lot of water. I think this is so pretty. I am going to turn the camera off and, do my brows and put on some mascara, and I'll be right back for the final look. And here's my final look, you guys. It's just an easy, fresh, everyday kind of look. I didn't even put on a lip product. I just put on a liner from Victoria Beckham and put on a little bit of mascara. There's nothing on my eyes. I could certainly use a little bit of eyeshadow, but I feel like, I don't know, when the skin is right, I don't need much else. You know what I mean? I could just do minimal everything else because I feel the skin looks so fresh and so pretty, and the color is so 100% right for me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I've just had so many bad hits recently. I feel like it's possible she has improved her color range since that first foundation, the Magic Foundation. Yeah. Okay, I'm talking too much. I understand that. It's been a while since I shot, but I was afraid. I have to say, I came into this product afraid, and I wouldn't have ordered it unless I had this channel because of my past experience with this brand when it comes to foundation. So that just goes to show you, sometimes you're going to be surprised, and I am 100% super pleasantly surprised with the way the skin looks, the way, look at this sheen going on here. It looks like I'm wearing highlighter. No. So my final conclusions, you guys, I got so into I love it, I love it, I love it. I didn't really tell you why. You know what I mean? First of all, let's talk about the packaging. You can stick this in your purse. I don't think I would, because it has a pump, and if this falls off, because it doesn't click closed, you could have a disaster. But I like this packaging. If it falls, it's not going to break. That's a good thing. Not that that's ever happened to me, I don't think. It may have happened to me once. So packaging, good. The title, good. It's not a long, stupid title. I love that. The color, yes. I do believe that she has expanded her color range, and finally there's a color for me. Yes. The look, the coverage is indeed medium. You do not have to use a lot. You saw one pump gave me pretty good. I would have been fine with that because I loved the way it made my skin look, but I wanted to build up just for you so we could see how it builds up. With the fingers, it's great. I think with a brush, it's probably great. I only use the brush to, you know, add on, but I would imagine it's okay with a brush as well. It does remind me and kind of look like the IT Cosmetics CC cream, but it's not quite that thick, and it is not scented. I looked up the ingredients and I didn't see anything bad for you there. They do say it has skin-caring ingredients, and I think it's just, you know, the hyaluronic acid. It's not a big deal. Don't get your skincare from your foundation. But what's most important is I didn't see anything in there that's bad. There's no alcohol in here. Always a good thing. And it did wear on my skin for 9 hours. Now, my skin doesn't eat up makeup. You know, there are some people I see on YouTube where their nose just goes red, and I don't know if they're face touchers or not, but it seems to kind of just break up and go away. That just about never happens to me. It's not one of those foundations where you touch your face and oops, the coverage came off. Even though it has a thickness to it, it doesn't move around. It does set up. It leaves a beautiful glow, a little bit too much glow for my forehead, but you can see, even with powder, there's a little bit of something, something. It feels very comfortable on the skin. Thank God it's not scented. So those are the things I like. Does it blur the skin? Yeah. I mean, before I put on the powder, it looked blurred, but now with the powder right here, it looks like porcelain, the skin. So, 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 so nice. I think it does everything. Hydrates. I mean, it doesn't dry. I don't know if I feel hydrated, but it doesn't dry out my skin. Yes, smooths. Yes, blurs pores. Yes. And they say brightens the skin. I don't know. I think it might, but I can't say for sure. That might be my imagination. And that is going to wrap up this video, you guys. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. I really, really hope that this was helpful to you, and I hope you come back again. Until we meet again, oh, I forgot to say give thumbs up. I should have said that in the beginning. Please give this video a thumbs up if you've made it to the end. Until we meet again, be safe, be smart, and I'm wishing you good health.